Hello, guys. How we doing tonight? Sorry for the last minute time change, but it is Mother's Day, so family over everything, guys. Do apologize. I'm doing great. Thank you, Justin. Doing great. I mean, I feel like I repeat myself every week, and you guys must be tired of it. I mean, that's probably why we have such a small audience tonight. But really, recharging after during the weekend and then getting back to your charts is just the best feeling. I love this routine of trading. I really, really do. But it's nice to get back to it, right? Got away from trading 2 months. Damn, that's a lot. Lost all my fundeds. Well, that's usually what happens when you lose track of it. I'm sorry to put you down in the worst time, Justin, but that's usually what happens. Once you get out of this rhythm, right? It's very hard to readjust. It's very hard, and it takes some time. I know I've been through it too. I've been through it too. I mean, pretty recently, where I just didn't see the point anymore. That's the truth. I have enough money now. I mean, I have enough money now for the rest of my life. But it's just nice to have that routine of constant growth and change. And that's the thing with the markets. They're never the same, right? So you can't get bored of it, in my opinion, because it's always different. But just know I'm here, brother. If you need some help getting back into it, I'm always here. All right, Justin? So no need to worry about that. If you have anything, I'm just a message away. It's a lifetime membership here. You know that. Yeah, see that will get you trading on a laptop in an environment that is constantly dynamic. It's like you're asking for losses. That's the truth. If you subconsciously you're not taking it seriously, you are gonna lose. That's just what happened. Yeah, that happens. Well, you know what? New week, new opportunities, right? And especially with a week like this week, I think it's gonna be very interesting because we now have um we have clear objectives to the upside, right? But also we have ES lagging a little bit behind. So for me, that just showcases an opportunity for divergence or some good long opportunities on ES. So since ES is slower right now, it's going to do one of two things, right? It's going to create divergence at one of these levels and reverse slower, or it's going to need to catch up. And I've seen ES catching up to this a lot and a lot and a lot. Now we are the second week of the month, right? If I bring in, let's bring in the monthly open here. So opening prices, 1 month time frame. Let's bring that in just so we can see it, right? So up to now, we do have a nice low formed for May, right? We talked about it during the statistical monthly outlook, right? We expected the month of May to form one structure point very early, especially if it's going to be a bullish month. It's going to form the low very early. And now seeing this gap, of course, just gives you a reason to go down, right? To return, fill that gap. That's why I have it on my chart. But I still anticipate some upside movement. It's very nice. I would like to see ES catch back to this level so that we don't see divergence form in these areas, right? In the short term, of course, we already have SMT here. I want to see price retrace into this a new week opening gap and expand higher, right? With the news that we have going from Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, I believe, right? Am I saying this right? I know we have Tuesday CPI, but I believe our two other news are going to be on Thursday and Friday. Yes, Thursday filled with a bunch of different news, all very early, and then Friday 10 a.m. news. So it's going to be um, very nice if we could see some form of Monday forms a range, Tuesday forms the low of the week within this new week opening gap, and then we can just see straight on expansion. And for the first time in a long time, I'm going to consider trading that expansion on ES. So I'm going to look for ES setups. Definitely expect a classic week no matter what. So if I see Monday expand aggressively and fully fill that gap, I'm going to be a little more bearish than bullish. But it's really one of those outlooks where we don't have much to say. Because with our news framework and how we are with price, we're so close to these targets. So these are clear objectives for us. Then if we look for a retracement, well, we don't have a range yet formed, but let's just say we form a range somewhere like this. Well, we're going to expect that gap into these order blocks to support price. And now our invalidation point for longs, right? I have clear long ideas. But where's my invalidation point? Closing below the monthly open. It is that simple. On what time frame? Daily chart. So if I see a daily candle closes below the monthly open, I'm going to expect a bearish month, and I'm going to expect some downside movement. And once again, clear as hell objectives. Sell side liquidity, liquidity void, more sell side, more sell side, more sell side. If you're unfamiliar with ICT terms, swing lows, right? Pivot point lows, sell side liquidity. So very straightforward stuff there. Looking for longs, hoping we don't have any Trump administration business that is going to come fuck up my trading ideas, but my invalidation point is clear, and until we close below this opening price, I'm going to look for higher. I'm going to look for expansion into some very clear bullish objectives with a final goal, of course, of all-time high. Right? I hate calling it all-time high. My students know, Justin, you probably hear me here saying it, and it hurts. Relative equal highs up there. They are all-time highs. We are on constantly bullish assets in the long run. So very interesting stuff there. Do you guys have any questions? I know we've only been here for 6 minutes, but the truth is, there isn't much to say on weeks like this. I have a very clear plan, very clear levels that I'm looking for, and I have 3 days I'm going to engage. CPI is a very high win rate day for me. The rest are just standard news days where I average a win rate of 70%. So there isn't much to add there. I just say I have my system. I'm going to be following my system. Gonna take it easy on paper trade. Yeah, you got to get back in that rhythm. That is a great plan to get back into it, right? When you've been away from the charts for a long time, just getting that experience back of clicking buttons will probably bring back some emotions. So going at it on paper is definitely a huge recommendation I have. And you know my mentality with that, Justin, right? Anytime I speak about trading, it's like there's always going to be more opportunity. So don't be too eager to engage with the markets, to get in and trade, because there's always going to be more opportunity. Do we have any questions about this weekly outlook? I don't want it to be rushed, and the fact that I'm seeing the timer now, we've only been here for 8 minutes, and we've talked up quite a bit. I mean, I feel bad, but the truth is, I mean, there is nothing more to add. And even with the current price action that we've seen since the open, I mean, not much there. We could see some nice expansion, give us some Monday level that we can trade going into Tuesday. Would be pretty awesome. I don't personally trade the Sunday open. I do have a bot that does it, that trades it. Basically has very specific levels based on the quarters, and now you see quarter divergence. This is a pretty cool thing here, where ES has traded through the first quarter, but NASDAQ hasn't. So that's a signal to long. That's a pretty cool thing you can study with opening gaps if you're interested. Of course, you can have multiple historical opening gaps, new day opening gaps, regular trading hours gaps. I use this concept on all types of opening gaps. So definitely some cool stuff. If you're looking for something to study, keep your mind off things. If you're not going to be trading those non-high impact news days, definitely interesting stuff there. On that note, sorry, Patrick, I see you just joined. It's been a very quick outlook. It's going to be up on YouTube very shortly. Not much to say for a simple week like this. I wish you all the best. Good luck if you're trading tomorrow specifically. Price action reviews for the week will be on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, see you all on Tuesday, and don't be afraid to tag me even on days where I am not trading. I'm always there, ready to answer questions. You guys have a great night, and good luck trading early on this week. Bye, guys.